You won't believe what's causing a stir in the Pi network community right now. Some pioneers are boldly claiming that one Pi coin should be worth $314,159. Yep, you heard that right. $314,159 for just one Pi. It's got people talking, arguing, even dreaming. But what's really going on behind this wild valuation? Is it just another viral trend, or could there be more to it? Today, we're diving deep into the origins of the so-called global consensus value, or GCV, and uncovering the truth behind the hype. But first, what do you think Pi should be worth in the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my previous videos for the latest Pi network developments. Link is in the description. Also, show some love and drop Pi network to the moon, along with your country name in the comments. I want to know where my fellow pioneers are tuning in from. And of course, if you find value in what we're doing here, bringing you updates, insights, and breaking down the latest Pi news, then hit that like button, share this video with your Pi crew, and subscribe to stay in the loop. Join our Telegram and Facebook communities too. The links are down below. Now remember, this video is just for entertainment and educational purposes. It's not financial advice. Alright, cool, let's get started. So, let's talk about this GCV thing. Where did this number even come from? The $314,159 value wasn't dreamed up by the core team. Nope, it actually started with the community. That's right, some passionate Pi users took their love for the project and their inspiration from the number PI, 3.14159, to a whole new level. They created a narrative, organized events, and even built barter marketplaces around this idea of GCV. They weren't just talking about it, they were trying to make it real. Now before you start calculating your imaginary millions, let's take a step back. Because here's the thing, the Pi core team never approved, supported, or even hinted that this number is anything close to reality. They've kept their hands off the GCV conversation completely, and honestly that makes sense. The core team has always said that Pi's real value will come from actual utility, real-world use cases, and good old-fashioned supply and demand, not some arbitrary magic number pulled from a math book. Let's talk numbers for a second. If Pi were really worth $314,159 per coin, the market cap would be over $31 quadrillion. Just to give you some perspective, the entire world's economy, every country combined, doesn't even come close to that. We'd have to invent 5 more Earths just to make that kind of money make sense. Yet, despite the math and market logic, some people still hold on to the dream. They see GCV not just as a price tag, but as a statement. It's symbolic. It's a way to express belief in Pi's future and its disruptive potential. And hey, there's nothing wrong with being hopeful. After all, this community has always been driven by vision. But when belief crosses into blind speculation, things get a little tricky. Some users have started treating GCV like gospel, telling newcomers that this is the official value, or insisting that exchanges will soon recognize it. That's where the danger kicks in. Because setting unrealistic expectations can lead to real disappointment. When reality doesn't match the dream, people start to lose trust. And in a community-driven project like Pi, trust is everything. So, what does the core team actually say about Pi's price? Not much, and deliberately so. They've consistently said that Pi's value will be determined by the community, yes, but also by the market. The more useful Pi becomes, the more it will be worth. That means apps using Pi, services accepting Pi, and people actually spending it in real ways. That's where real value comes from, not hashtags or hype. Right now Pi trades around 65 cents on some exchanges. That's a long way from $314K. But again, we're still early. The open mainnet just launched, mining is over, and migration is in full swing. This is where the real work begins. And that's exactly what we should be focusing on. Getting more merchants on board, building better dApps, solving KYC bottlenecks, and expanding the utility of the token. Sure, the GCV hype has helped spark conversations, it's made people pay attention. But moving forward, we need to be grounded. Hope is great, but it has to be balanced with realism. The only way Pi will gain lasting value is if it becomes something people actually use, not just hold, not just dream about, but actively spend and accept. Let's face it, $314,159 per Pi isn't going to happen, at least not anytime soon. And honestly, it doesn't need to. Even a $10 or $100 Pi would be massive, considering how early adopters earned it through mining, referrals, and time. But more importantly, we have to build something sustainable. The crypto world is littered with coins that promised the moon and delivered moon dust. Let's not be one of them. This is a critical moment for the Pi community. With the open mainnet now live and migration well underway, the path forward depends on how we use the tools we've been given. GCV might be a fun story to tell, but the real story, the one we're writing right now, is all about real adoption, real development, and real progress. So instead of dreaming about pie-in-the-sky prices, let's roll up our sleeves and start building. Hype might grab attention, but it doesn't build a lasting ecosystem. What will give Pi real value is actual utility. People using it in their daily lives, for real transactions, goods, and services. That kind of value doesn't come from speculation. It comes from action, consistency, and a willingness to contribute to something bigger than just price predictions. Let's focus on encouraging merchants to accept Pi, whether online or in local shops. Every real-world use case strengthens the network and makes the token more credible. Developers need our support too, whether it's through feedback, funding, or just showing up and using their dApps. The more we engage with Pi-based platforms, the more we demonstrate the potential of this digital currency to solve real problems and offer real convenience. At the same time, we need to hold ourselves accountable. That means sticking to facts, being honest about the current state of the network, and not spreading unrealistic expectations. Building a strong economy around Pi requires clear-eyed commitment, not wishful thinking. If we want mass adoption and long-term value, we need to put in the work, not just hope for a moonshot. And one more thing, if someone tells you Pi is already worth $314,159, ask them where, when, and how. Because unless Elon Musk just tweeted it and didn't tell anyone, chances are it's just another rumor. But don't get discouraged. Pi is still one of the most promising crypto experiments we've ever seen. The community is massive, the tech is real, and the potential is still enormous. Just keep your eyes on what matters: adoption, functionality, and transparent communication. So pioneers, whether you believe in GCV or think it's a distraction, let's stay focused. Let's talk about what we can do today to make Pi better tomorrow. That's where real value comes from. Not from a number, but from a movement. And hey, if you've made it this far into the video, you're clearly someone who cares about Pi's future. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the GCV drama? Is it helpful, harmful, a harmless meme? Drop your answers in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. That's how you can support us in bringing more Pi Network updates your way. I read every comment, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Join our Telegram and Facebook pages too. Links in the description. And be part of a growing community that's focused on facts, not fiction. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.